around to say hello. One-on-one, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you, it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
Anand Ranganathan, please respond to this completely off-the-track diatribe by Professor Anwar Pasha.
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. First things first, how can you call yourself secular and at the same time fight for religious dress codes to be allowed in schools? How can you call yourself objective when you outrage now, but were totally silent when the Kerala government banned wearing of hijab over SPC uniform? The Kerala High Court dismissed Muslim plea to wear hijab to school. The Kerala Muslim Education Society, controlling 150 schools, banned niqab. Where were these leftist vokes and Islamists then? And will you have a Muslim swimmer wear a burqa while taking part in a swimming competition? Where does this end? Are there rules and uniforms? But beyond the hypocrisy and selectivity, there is a broader issue here, and let me address that very briefly. Number one, Navika, I am very clear. There should be one rule and no duplicity in implementing or following it. And when I say religious dress codes, symbols and identities, I mean all religions, no exception. So a school can ban hijab or a burqa because it has a specific rule of a uniform, but it cannot at the same time allow a tilak, kada, cross or turban. What about Jerehu? Well, as long as these religious symbols are concealed and not exhibited, in any case, don't schools allow entry to circumcised boys? Circumcision is a religious commandment in Islam, but because it is concealed, it should be fine. Number two, there is a legitimate concern of security because a burqa covers the face. It is astonishing that some people don't get this. Number three, Navika, by allowing religious dress codes, symbols, identities into educational institutions, we are, I'm afraid, on the road to normalizing unjust, draconian, misogynistic, sexist, supremacist religious orders and commandments. Where would this end? I ask two simple questions. A, what if tomorrow some religion or its god orders women to be shackled in ball and chain at all times? Would you demand that the school allow the girls to rattle and drag themselves in?
Is not secret.
What if
your
tomorrow
hatred against Muslims is not secret?
Allowed entry into clothes?
You want one religion, one leader, one party, one ideology. And that is the ideology of RSS. That you want to impose on the country.
This is not an international issue.
Professor Anwar Pasha, if somebody were to say your hatred towards Sanatanis, towards Hindus is also well known, फिर आप क्या जवाब देंगे? फिर आप क्या जवाब देंगे? अगर लॉजिक की बात होती है आपको हेट्रेड नजर आने लगता है.
I'm answering to Professor Anand Ranganathan's statement. He wants one rule in the country. Obviously, there is one rule in the country. But the same country, same constitution says that there should be a unity in diversity. We believe in that. Ranganathan doesn't believe in unity in diversity. He believes in one religion, one country, sorry, one leader. One leader.
Professor Anwar Pasha, I just want to read out to you for your benefit what the Kerala High Court said on this issue in 2018. And I am not, after all, the High Court is following the law laid by the Constitution. The High Court said on a headscarf issue, court upheld the right of the school to decide the uniform for students. 2018, sir. So, High Court is working, and Kerala High Court, is it working on the Constitution or is it working according to the BJP?
Navika ji, you must be aware that in most of the schools in our country, the girls and the boys from SC/ST community, they are forced to clean the washroom.
Now you are going to from unemployment to washing of bathrooms. Anand Ranganathan, complete your point.
Thank you. As I was saying, would Professor Pasha be all right if Sophia Qureshi, who was in the armed forces, was to give a press conference dressed in burqa? There are rules and regulations, uniforms. Away from the job, you can do whatever you want. But Navika, here, please give me 30 seconds. I hope I'm not interrupted. There is also the other side. What is and what isn't essential is either at the discretion of the believer or it has been explicitly defined by Allah himself. So whether you may think it is misogynistic or regressive or a symbol of subjugation, Allah is very clear on how a woman should dress. So every true Muslim woman has to adhere to this dress code or a burqa or a hijab. And if a school allows for a dress code or identities of other religion, then it has to allow for Islam. As I said, no discrimination. But a uniform is uniform. Otherwise, please answer me.
Absolutely. If it is allowed for one, it has to be allowed for the other. And to my mind, and I want to raise this issue with all seriousness, because as a woman, as a mother, I think there should be no religious profiling of people in the school premises. Wearing a hijab identifies somebody belonging to a certain sect. It shouldn't matter to the teacher whether the child is a Hindu, Christian or a Muslim.